Now entering his 14th season with the Dallas Cowboys, tight end Jason Witten joins me. Jason, I know you're a student of the game, and many teams that go 4-12 the previous season, they do better, but only a small number go on to make the playoffs. Now, it's not a prediction I'm asking for, but why do you feel these Cowboys have the potential to be successful?
Well, I just think it's our makeup of who we have on our team. I mean, there's no question getting Tony back, Dez back, but that's not the only reason why we lost those games. I mean, in reality, if we have to focus on the details, it's what allows you to be successful. 12 out of those 16 games came within one possession in the fourth quarter. And so that's showing you that you're in those games. The negative side of that is you lose 9, 10 of those 12 games. You're not going to win many games and be able to play deep in the playoffs like your expectations are if you're doing that. So our teams looked at that. We really evaluated that. Like you said, be students of the game. Leaders kind of set that tempo, but it starts at the top, Mr. Jones and then Coach Garrett, and then you go to work, and that's what we've tried to do so far in camp.
Jason, I know you are closer to the end of your career than the beginning, so does it make 4-12 that much tougher because you know there are only a handful of chances left to put this all together?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to move on, though. I mean, nobody cares that you went 4-12 in your 13th year, and there's a lot of great players that have left this game without championships, and so that's my motivation every day. Is what can I do? How can I get better to help myself get to that point? But I try not to press. I mean, I know I'm not a spring chicken anymore, but at the same time, I was 20 when I came into this, and so I feel like that experience was allowed me to have my edge as angles and knowledge and matchups, and so being quarterback friendly and having a relationship with Tony the way we do, I still like our chances. I think that we have good matchups, and you can't press in those situations, but you obviously look at it and say, we got to be better. And it was a long season when you're playing that way and you're 4-12, and the only way you do is just move forward, and the only way you can move forward is by evaluating and holding yourself responsible and holding your teammates accountable. And I think our team's done that, give ourselves a chance. Now we'll see what happens over the next 3 or 4 weeks as we continue to prepare going into the regular season.
2 weeks into camp, but the opening ceremony remains just as powerful a scene as ever, walking arm in arm with David Brown, Mike Rawlings, and the families of the slain officers. Just how proud were you that event came together and you could help initiate it and be a part of it?
I was really proud of it. I mean, I think more than anything, just the support and the tribute we wanted to show to the victim families and the Dallas Police Department and Mayor Rawlings and Chief Brown. I mean, I thought the leadership and the courage they showed during that time and continue to show was remarkable. And it was good to see those families, and I know the tragic they're going through in their lives right now, but hopefully we were able to put a smile on their face. And I know the league has not allowed that decal, but we're not worried about that. I mean, they have to follow those rules, and as an organization, we have to understand that the league has uniform policies. But look, we're going to continue to show our support as we move forward, not only now as I wear this shirt showing it, but as we move forward into the future. And that's what that tribute was all about, just trying to unite our community. And I was just proud of the men and women for how they handled themselves, and I thought it was really special.
You mentioned the decal, the league saying you cannot wear that on your helmets during games. Is there something else that you would like to do in lieu of that league decision during the regular season? Yeah, I mean, we just found out about it a couple days ago, and so it's pretty fresh. But look, I think it's important that we all, and I think we've done that, is we don't focus on that, because it's not about a decal. It's about uniting and showing a tribute. That's what it's about. And it's about those families, and it's about the leadership and honoring them. It's not about us, and so we'll continue to do that. That's what we're all about as players, and I think that's what this organization is all about. And so, yeah, I'm sure we'll discuss that as it moves forward, but it's bigger than that. And I hope everybody that was a part of it, and I think everybody felt the spirit and the energy of what that was about, and it was a special day for all of us. As for this regular season, this Ironman streak of yours, not getting too injured to where you're missing games, what do you do during camp and the off season that helps preserve that streak? And is there something that you can teach the other guys about preserving their bodies? Yeah, well, I have a high standard for myself, and the way I want to play. And I think this organization holds me to that standard. And fans and media do the same, and that's good. I don't get anxious by that. That's something that I, quite honestly, I embrace. And so work really hard when the season's over of mentally going and evaluating what I could do better and the things that I did well, how can I build on those, but then also getting into the physical side of things. And so Coach Wojcik's got a lot of success, our strength coach, and he and his staff, and I pour into their program, and I trust them. He tests us. I look at those numbers and see where I'm at and make sure that I'm performing at where I need to do. And so, hey, look, this game doesn't slow down for anybody. And if you can't perform at that level, they're going to move on. And that's what I've tried really hard to do, and not only for myself, but for my team and our team. And I think that's, greatest leadership. There's a lot of different ways to lead, but within a football team and the hard work and digging deep when you're tired or you're achy, that's a great example to show to your teammates. It's something I try to do, and some of it's just freak injuries. Those happen, a broken collarbone or a foot. Those things just happen. It's part of this game, and I just commend our guys for having the mental toughness to kind of get back and be better because of those injuries and come back stronger.
Finally, Jason, I'll get you out here on this. Can I get you on the record to say that the Tennessee Volunteers will win the national championship this year? Expectations are very high on Rocky Top.
Yeah, Rocky Top's got some pretty high expectations, but you cannot get me to say that. I'm not in the business of predicting that, but I'll be pulling for them hard. And when they come to Texas, they play Texas A&M sometime there in the fall. Hopefully, we can show them how the Tennessee Vols play and represent us well.
Jason Witten, the consummate professional. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Ed.